pushing off towards shore. He was hungry for frags in the first map. Going to be backing off at the moment.
41% versus 50% in pistols, so that's give or take, really. Finally already clears out the underpass. He's going to get toward middle right now. Simple's forced back on catwalk as Hazed and JDM are going to work up mid. He's already toward that connection, though. He spots Simple's head. He's definitely spotted Simple's head. Now they have to deal with it. They have to confront him. Smoke deployed to allow them up the stairwell, but one's got to turn to jungle, cover off the window, and Hazed has to fight forward. The two from Main are in the sight, but it's passive. Bomb's going to go down. It's going to be the retake game with only one kid on a Dren, who does get the shot on JDM to open it up.
Now it's going to be Fugly to take him down. Hayes finding a frag as well. Heavy advantage for CLG, and they're going to find two more. And it's going to be Hayes with the triple. Just Tico remains now. 4-on-1, and that's the round secured. Fugly finishes things off. A lovely round by Hayes. Decent A split coming in, working together, locking the CTs out of the game. And it's a fantastic way to open things off and bounce back from that horrible second half on Cash.
Technical timeout called.
Okay.
Timeout called. I assume it's technical at this point, this early in the game. It's only makes sense, but third time in a row we've had a T-sided pistol, second one for CLG.
Great work.
Once again, they didn't even get the first pick on this one. They came back into it by getting so much real estate.
What's so good about this execution, that's a textbook CS. As soon as you get the bomb down, you don't want to sit on the site, allow the CTs to have the full retake potential. You want to be pushing them, getting in their faces. Hayes does that perfectly. Retakes CT spawn by himself, gets 3 headshots as well. Really impressive stuff from him. It looks like we're back into the game as the buys do start to come in. Galil's UMPs and Tech9 so far for CLG. I think we are still on the pause, actually, so we'll get back in this momentarily. It's a little bit...
Looks like it's Fugly.
We still have the headsets on. That's Liquid on Cash. They didn't force up on their CT half on the second round. They were trying to play for the bigger picture, making sure they had the bigger rifles, the utility on that first gun round. Looking for what I can see so far, looks like the same story again. This is going to be Elise purchasing a PT50 so far. 5.7's coming out, so I think they're taking the more modest approach, making sure they're not going to have head armor. They're actually just going to sit back and see what they can do. Just some upgraded pistols and keep the money a little bit stronger.
So they'll resolve the issues, but again, CLG, who does have them, it's beneficial that they won the first round. The question, again, like you said, too, is how they approach this buy. Because again, Ts or other CTs have sort of one chance, one crack at it before the gun round to force up and do something with it. And if they don't, then it's, do the SMGs become more viable or less viable? If they can win the round with the SMGs, then we do get into that bonus round, that Jaden round that we talk about, where you can actually push it out a little further.
You talk about Jaden.
Yeah, okay, I'm sorry, I do. All right, it's going to go, that's the name of it.
Okay, well, we'll try and make it a thing. It doesn't feel like it's a thing so far.
It's a thing, it's happening.
Just to heard in my ear, it is a TeamSpeak issue, so it's not a massive deal going on right now, so hopefully that'll be resolved in the next couple of minutes, and we can get back into this one. We can see the buy coming in for CLG, which is Mac 10, UMP, Tech9, and I assume Hazed and Tarek will be taking on those rifles. Fingers on anti, goes on Mirage. All you need to do is go into a default, see what the CT is doing. A lot of CTs will decide to go aggressive on their eco strats and then try and get it towards the top of the middle. The votes come in, we will be getting back into this one, so as I said before, Liquid with a more conservative approach. Simple, of course, why not? He's going straight in with the head armor and the upgraded pistol. He seems like he doesn't want to follow his teammates into this decision, which is interesting because he's been the AWPer as well.
That's exactly what I was just going to say. This now lends itself to the fact that a Dren is likely going to pick up the first AWP.
Yes.
Could drop it over, but it looks like Simple's going to go aggressive early and stick to the hybrid rifle style, which he is effective on. There's no denying it. It's Tarek and Fugly going to go over and evaluate what's going on at A, one toward Palace, one at A main, the other two Cutler and JDM in the B apartments, and Hayes holding top middle to make sure there's no push from Liquid. You can often see that in these eco situations where they push up mid, they try and get early information, get a gun out of this, and really shut down the execution that CLG wants to run before it even takes place.
Absolutely. You can see the bomb down in T-spawn. They're just going to be taking this so slow, seeing if there are any picks available. Smoking out towards the mid window for now, seeing if they can get that desirable mid control. Hayes and JDM will be holding that area. Going to be trying to get some connector presence as well, but Elysian Nitro sat on the other side, ready for this as well. As soon as they suspect a player in there, they're going to face it at the same time. Is Nitro to get the attention? It's going to get interesting, you know, we're getting approached from multiple angles here. And that's Elise to open things up, takes Hayes down.
And Hayes looked confused. He took that first shot. He was trying to bait them out, but then he wasn't sure if he was going to get peeked from window or not. And he had the AK. The SMG from that range couldn't do anything. And Elise, he takes the fight, jumps out window, catches JDM off. So they actually get caught being hesitant toward mid, and it works out so well for Liquid. They've surrounded the perimeter of the A site. No one on CT stairs, though. So it should be an okay plant. They smoke it off just in case, smartly so. But Liquid have a real chance back into this. Simple with the armor, has 19 HP, but with the armor has gone to the AK. It's Elise that picks up the SMG, but Nitro's gone down. Elise He's found one more kill onto Cutler. This is totally doable. Hiko suddenly finds Fugly. It's all on Tarek, and he's gone already.
What is this? They didn't even invest in armor. It's simple. And Elise actually finding 3 kills there. The first one through the smoke and connector. He finds 2 more. The defuse will be coming in. I believe they have enough time. Of course they will. If the defuse comes in and CLG, after such a sensational pistol round, throw it all away in the second round by. Like I said, most teams will just go into a straight-up default there. It was 2 players committed heavily towards connector, and once they lost that first pick, they were getting attacked from multiple angles, couldn't find the second frag, and they're forced to go into that A-bomb side. 5 on 3, still viable for them, but Ali stepping up massively there. What a round from him. And now you would assume it's going to be the same response from CLG trying to reset their opponents. They're actually not going to be doing that. They're going to be going for a full eco here. They want to have the AKs in the next round. Most teams, obviously the way the money system works, you can have back and forth eco battles because you're trying to reset the opponent, but they're going for the conservative approach here. We're going to round number 3. They're just going to have Glocks, a Deagle, and a P250.
I thought Hayes was going to take that shot sooner, get the headshot, but it's Simple that's going to open it up. Hayes caught out in the open. Simple turns back again. Good damage dealt, and he takes down Fugly, but does all the work to make Nitro take down Tarek in the end. He sets it up. GB James certainly likes that.
Little handshake
get his blood flowing.
Yeah, why not? No high fives here. It's all very formal. Handshakes only. As we go into round number 4 now. It's going to be Liquid with the AK-47s. The MAC-10 on Adren, but CLG have a very strong buy indeed. They have got the AWP on towards JDM. We saw how dangerous he was on the T side before on Cash. Can he replicate that form after a very quiet CT half? We're going to round number 4 now. And this is it. CLG want to bounce back into this one.
Dren's already quickly down toward this underpass as well. He's in a position where he's not going to be spotted. Times it well. Simple comes down to save him. Rather help him. Dren didn't take any damage from that, but good positioning, good awareness. Take that fight before it even exists. But the AWP from JDM catches Simple on retreat. There's no way out, and Dren's locked into this underpass position now.
Something has gone down to 11 HP as well. We can see Elise and Nitro towards the A site, but Hiko going aggressive towards the B apartments. He wants to find that next kill.
And this is strictly because of the fact that Adren's locked into underpass. They have to get the trade kill at the top of the stairs. If Cutler gets Adren for free, then it's way too easy for CLG to set up an execution. So Hiko pushes up. Adren actually wins that exchange. He's going to spot up Fugly as well, jumping up. He's going for more. Adren, this is the best we've seen him play CSGO.
They can fall back now. That kill would have been amazing for Adren, but doesn't need to commit to the situation. He's done enough work here. Hiko and Adren synergizing perfectly there in that scenario. 4 on 2 now. JDM and Tarek, after finding the first pick, stuck in a horrible position. Bomb towards T-spawn. You can see Nitro gain a decent position as well. He has gathered a lot of information and will be falling back to a more safe approach. We saw CLG actually come back in a lot of these rounds on Cash. It was Liquid throwing these situations away, but it seems like they've learned their lesson and will be holding back and forcing CLG to make the next move instead of gifting them kills.
Tarek still's going to fancy this. There's 30 seconds to work with, but they need to make a decision fast. If Tarek can't find an opening, then that's AWP in JDM's hands. It's going to be worth holding on to. Keep in mind he sits on 33 HP.
Well,
Tarek's going.
Place. He could actually get through connected here undetected.
Oh,
now,
spot one.
Find that first kill.
Elise in the open, no chance to turn back. He's got the sights toward Palace. They've spotted him up. All they have to do is negate him, hold him. But JDM's been caught. Hiko comes down catwalk. Bombs dropped in the sight, and it's all done.
There it is. CLG once again getting that pick, but it's Adren and Hiko. They were the linchpins in that round. Splitting underpass in the B apartments as well. Great play from Adren. Could have got the third as well, but decided to take the safer approach. Really impressive stuff from them. That's what we need from a CT side. Someone who's willing to push aggressive positions and find those frags and not allow the terrorists to run rampage on the map. Very good stuff so far from Liquid.
I think Peter's taken his hairstyle from you, Henry.
His looks better than mine. I need to get a cut. I need his stylist. That's a great barber.
According to you, it is.
True.
Well,
anyway.
It is Adren to the AWP this time. Pistols only for CLG. And although this is a 3-1 scoreboard, it's not the reset. Remember, it was the pistol CLG got, so they still have the round bonus building up in their favor. Simple going to smoke into this. We talked about this, the aggressive play style. Simple loves to do this. And he's actually walking into a bit of a trap right now. He needs to be careful. Gets the first one. Not ready for it, but Simple. The reactions. My God.
He's just deleted 2 players in the server. Tarek takes him down in the end, but it's Hiko on the other side to punish Hayes and JDM. Tarek remains. He was the one that found the kill on towards Simple. Hiko fancies his third, but what a play that was. Liquid aggressive, of course, pushing the apartments once again. Didn't even have to. They knew they were going to be Hiko, but he was hungry for blood.
And that's simple, isn't it? I mean,
yeah,
that's the make or break. He goes down in that position. It's actually an AK that's quickly grabbable from CLG's side, but man, that second shot, so quick on the reaction.
Yeah, star player potential for sure. 4-1 now in favor of Liquid. We go into yet another gun round here. You can see the replay on the screen right now of that 6-second shot. He's got no idea that player's A so fast. That's almost like lightning reactions going on there. But here we go, then JDM back towards the AWP. He's had 1 kill so far, but it was the kill that opened up the first gun round before the reaction came in from the CTs.
And this looks like it's going to be a set execute onto the B site. They're already lining up that smoke. Now there is 2 you can throw from that position where Cutler is. There's one toward the mid window. There's also one in toward B. We didn't actually see it. It is the mid window when he threw. So they aren't committing onto B just yet, but Cutler gets simple. That's the exact same play. He gets aggressive, and that time it catches him out. So he needs to start weighing his... I mean, it's okay to do it, but you can't do it every single round. He needs to be careful about it.
After presence there 2 rounds in a row, it's a little bit selfish, I would say, to go for that once again. Now it is the 5-on-4, gifted the kill. Cutler picks it up. And now CLG, they were going to execute towards B. Now they can reevaluate the options. They've got lots of time. The man advantage, the bomb's still down in T-spawn. They have the mid control as well. Hayes makes his way towards the ladder room. So CTs just don't have anything to work with right now. You can see how they've been segregated from the map. Smokestalks connector, lower ramp, and the window as well. Hayes, great positional control. And looking like an A play coming in as well from CLG.
Good position from Hayes. Really good position from Hayes in this window right now because he catches Elige off, not knowing he was there, looks away. That forces Adren back, does get the refrag, that's big. With all in this right now, they're putting Adren in a swing position because they're relying on Nitro to catch them off in this A execute. He's gonna see the first smokes come over. He needs to make the call fast though, because Adren's already rotated. He's over toward the B side and the walls are out. Sandwich, Shadow, it's all covered. Nitro's gotta force into Firebox. He's spotted up and Fugly gets the kill on the way through. Adren up close, Cutler takes him down. This is CLG's round.
Absolutely. Nitro could have stepped out there massively, but it's Fugly that finds him now. Hiko in the 3-on-1. Bomb just gone down, so he does fancy his chances. He has, of course, got a kit. This is CLG's round to lose. If they were to throw this one, it'd be an absolute travesty. There's the first frag. Will be coming in here. It's going to be Tarek capitalizing, takes down Hiko. There it is. CLG finds some footing here on Mirage. It's going to be their second round in 4 plays 2 now. We'll have a look at the cash coming in for Liquid, of course. It's so swollen. Look at that. Adren, 12K in the bank, and everyone else can buy as well. So they've got a couple of rounds in the bank here. Double AWP setup coming in for Simple as well. They're changing it up a little bit. He's been aggressive in the B apartments. It didn't work out last round, so looking to rectify that now.
And he's got a B spawn this time too. I was just seeing if they had the A because Simple sometimes likes to go for that jump toward jungle and spot down A main early, but both AWPs are heading toward window and B. It's Nitro and Elige again that will work in tandem. Normally the T side combo, but this time it's CT, it's their A site. And they are playing aggressive again as well. JDM's gonna lurk into this. That smoke's got about another 6 seconds before it starts to fade. Another 8 before Nitro has to move away from it. Flashes in. Is Nitro going to go on this? JDM, he fires in. He's anticipating that close angle. But there's a slight, I think Hayes might have a slight gap on this. Elige finds Fugly coming through Palace, but they don't. They don't know Nitro's there. He's got 2 lined up. JDM gets the response. But the damage is done.
Lovely close range action there, and JDM does find the kill, but we can see now they're both stuck towards the lower ramp.
Bombs inside the site.
They've got to recover it. What a shot from Simple. Rips the head off JDM, and he's just going to leave Cutler now in an unwinnable situation, but he still fancies his chances. He will be edging in towards Shadow. Knows the lead may be there, but so much discipline from Liquid now. They don't want to throw away any frags here and make sure they guarantee themselves the round, and that's the way to do it. 5 plays 2 now. The money in tatters for CLG after winning that last gun round. Very convincing stuff from Liquid. Only dropped Nitro, and that close range crossfire just reads CLG perfectly and tears them apart. Full eco now. They can't really justify much else. They could do a Tech 9 buy here and try and get a bomb down, but considering 2 players are on sub 2,000, they can't really justify that at the moment.
Perfect start for Liquid this time. We talked about mental game that CLG was going to have to find themselves getting back into. Only 1 kill. It would have been interesting that time with the 1 death that they did have on Liquid side if they had gone for an SMG knowing they were going to be up against the full eco, but it is the rifle buy, bought back up. Perhaps they just expect to slaughter them and keep it for the next round anyway.
Well, Dren did spot 1 player towards middle, whiffed a couple of shots, but got some intel out of it. You can see it's actually underpass play coming in, and Cutler working towards the B apartments right now as well. So what's the play here from CLG? They haven't got any utility. They just need to try and boost into window. Maybe he can find his first kill, but Adren is ready, and he's probably hearing all the footsteps as well.
Yeah, he's definitely ready. He misses the shot, though. That gives Fugly the chance. But what a reaction. Swaps over to the P250. You would have thought Fugly would have seized the opportunity on that one.
Yeah, well, what can you do when you're getting your head ripped off like that? They're going to be trying to boost up again from what I can see. They actually have. It's going to be Tarek making his way in there. But Adren ready once again to get a leg him this time. Fancies his second kill of the round. Can he pick it up? Being very disciplined here. Loving this from Liquid. Don't want to give anything away. He has got 27 HP.
Adren just dancing on the outside of this. Waiting for Tarek to show himself. He's actually going to shuffle off this. Simple inside of the site, though, has Hayes. It's Nitro that's dancing in Sandwich. Not detected at all. Position's just so good right now. Simple far forward. All they had left to work with was connector.
Well, here comes round number 9. The money's still not amazing. JDM could afford a glass cannon AWP. That just basically means you have the sniper rifle, you have no armor, you have no grenades. You're just purely banking on the fact you can hit the shots. And the buy does come in. JDM on the AK-47. So judging by this, I'd assume this would be a simple A execute strategy. They want to make sure they have the utility and the AKs to work with. They haven't tried anything like that so far. It's always been kind of default, trying to get the mid control. And we go into round number 9 now. Double AWP setup still running strong for Adren and Simple this time towards the A side. This is what makes a top AWPer, someone that can be relocating themselves and redefining their position every single round and being a complete nuisance to the terrorists.
Speaking of being aggressive with the AWP, Adren. Window used to be safe. Now that it's smoked off, more and more oppers are doing this. Jumping down into mid, and he gets the shot on Hayes. Smartly had to. Simple was coming over to support so he could get out of middle, but Adren does it himself. Has to give up underpass in the process, so Fugly does get to work up a little bit closer toward mid, but a great first pick. Oh, did he spot the gun barrel? That's the question. I don't think he did.
He's only got the Tech 9 to do anything about it, to be honest, so he's going to be Molotov out of position as well. It's going to be JDM with the AK-47. A Simple fancies this, though. Most players would fall back in this scenario with the man advantage. He wants to keep going. Edging slowly in towards JDM. Can he find the frag? Of course he can. Takes him down. 5 on 3 now. Simple just doing absolute work here.
The guy is unstoppable. Good response, though. Cutler gets in. Hiko goes down, and suddenly B's open, and Cutler knows that the bomb is a long plays away from the site, so his intentions were to get into our checker room and cut off the rotation to buy space and time. This still could work, though. Look what Tarek's doing. He's going to actually rely on that kill, that early rotation on those 2 entries to work in his favor. Drop bomb. He's now going to go forward, try and hold off the perimeters of the site and let Fugly come in for the plant, but there's only 33 seconds to do it.
They've dropped the bomb towards the lower ramp, and there's going to be Nitro to take down Tarek. That's the round secured. Fugly has got the AWP, needs to set the world on fire if he's going to make anything of this round. Facing towards connector, and the disciplined play coming in from Liquid once again. He has got the bomb. And should be able to get a plant out of this as well.
Big plant as well, because it's the extra $800. This will only be the 3rd round against them, but let's not rule it out. AWP, he's got a chance at this. He's spotting toward Nitro, finds him early. That's one angle done, no one for the refrag, both peeking at the same time. Fugly, I thought he hit that, but he almost does on the second peek. Elise is going to get it.
Got to hit those. He got gifted 2 opportunities there to find the second kill and didn't hit one of them, so it's going to be Liquid capitalizing. For all I applauded Simple that round as well. He makes some very interesting decisions after finding that initial frag. He's such a volatile player, just pushes through the smoke and gave his kill away. I'm not sure if we're going to see it after this. It's a great opening kill, sure. And he actually just decides to run through this own smoke and gives his kill away. I think we may see it. No, we don't. But basically, he just gave his kill away for 3 in the 5 on 3. Didn't have to. It came down to the 2 on 1 in the end, which does cost the Cities money, but they are high rolling right now. Adren with almost 14K. They're going to have tons of cash. Like you said, CLG getting the bomb plant down does allow them to have this partial buy this time. That basically means you have upgraded pistols, body armor, some smokes as well. And it's looked like they will be going for an A-sided attack this time, but Nitro getting up nice and close range once again, and Simple hunting for more frags in the underpass.
So default smoke ramp, Nitro going to go through it. The bomb plant didn't allow for the full buy, but it does give them the force onto the Tech 9s. But JDM, he's got the M4 picked up off that first kill, and he's used it well, but Simple turns around, finds him, goes for a fast shot. Simple you would not doubt in those situations, but 2 versus 2 and bomb down. Counterlogic Gaming have done well in this round.
They have an AWP as well, and they have position of CT Spawn, and Fugly only has a Tech 9, but he's in a great position as well. We'll see what Cutler can do with the AWP from lower ramp. Flashbang and Smoke's coming over. This is it.
Hiko trying to find the angles, Molotov to clear box, but it's no one there. It is Cutler spotted up, he gets hit by that, but still, he finds the angle. Look how low they are. Fugly might only have a Tech 9, but it's 1 shot on either. They're on the bomb, he needs to hit Hiko, but he can't do it.
It's so close to going off as well. That came right down to the wire, but Liquid come in massively. It's actually Cutler that legs Hiko. He thought that was it. The shot was going to land, but he can't quite kill him. And what looked so successful from CLG, a great execution, found the initial frags as well and got the bomb planted in a decent position. They're unable to capitalize, and Team Liquid take that 8th round. We're going to number 11th now, where there is a full buy coming in for CLG. JDM back on the AWP, but a much different affair to what we saw on Cash. Not really working the frags as effectively. He's currently sat on 3 for 9. Similar story as well for Tarek. He's actually on 4 for 8. So the star players yet to actually arrive on the server.
So 3 players on the onset right now looking toward B. JDM going to give himself his own pop flash, and it works! Hits Adren! That's one way to open the round. He does take nade damage, but what a start.
That's what we
big
needed. Deal
that he's Molotov off, and I'm being the sarcastic style of big deal because they've got the round advantage. They can sit back and stabilize this.
We saw this time and time again for CLG, though, getting that man advantage, then throwing it away. They need to have capitalize this time and make sure they're efficient in their execution, they're staying together and trading frags. That's all they need to do, trade frags. And they'll be absolutely fine going forward. Plenty of time to play with. The CTs are starting to react. You can see Simple getting aggressive in the B apartments. We've seen it every single round from him. It is going to be spotted, but JDM staying alive for now.
Simple.
God.
He definitely spotted his foot coming back in.
What
Simple
is
goes
this?
for the face because he has to, but he's trapped. He's inside the smoke. He's stuck. He can't find his way out the door.
How did he survive that? 3 up shots and all the Glock bullets in the world, but he does manage to get out. Fugly in the connector now. Will be able to take down Nitro here. Lovely shot to finish him off. 5 on 3. Surely this is CLG's round.
Ali's going to do what he can with the Molotov, but it's late on him, man. They're already in the site, and Fugly's got the shot over the box. Simple has 3 HP after that exchange.
Yeah, Heiko's got 17, so they don't really have any footing in this whatsoever.
The one thing that they should look to do right now, Liquid, although their economy, it's okay, so they actually are going to go for the save because it's 3,000 and 2,600 for Elige, or for Elige and Nitro, excuse me, but if they could have knocked even one gun down in this situation, they know they're putting CLG up against a reset potentially.
The risk-reward factor,
Yeah, exactly.
right? So they got Simple on 3 HP, Heiko on 17, potentially losing an AWP there. So I think just saving the weapons this juncture is absolutely fine. They've got 5 players alive, CLG. You have no idea what you're running into. So this is not a problem for me. It's CLG's 3rd round, but once again, it's the reset potential. The good news is that they kept 5 players alive here, and they've got the bomb down, so very secure round for them, and they should be able to take lots of cash into the next one. Liquid, let's have a look at theirs. Yeah, like you said, it's not great news for Elige and Nitro, but they're saving these 2 weapons where they can easily drop and have full buys across the board. 2 more will break them.
And CLG obviously knew the situation as well, so no chase.
Yeah,
all 5 alive. CLG's biggest fans.
There it is.
Been going nuts. They're probably going to have less voice left than we will, Henry.
Especially the guy in the front there. He's really going for it.
I love it.
I love it. There's a lot of passion here today. It's awesome. Round number 12 now.
I didn't bring the American hat. I forgot it at the hotel.
The cowboy hat?
It would have been perfect. I mean, I'm Canadian, but today I'll chant USA. Why not?
Double up setup back out for Adrenaline Simple. It was JDM to capitalize last round and got that first pick with Simple. Aggressive, of course, into the underpass straight away. He's going to be hiding in the cubby hole as well, waiting for Flashbang to come in before he faces. Hasn't got any backup from his teammates either, so this is it. Can he find that next kill?
Simple holding for it. He's desperate to find it, that flash. He knows that it's commonly popped, so he goes in toward the cubby. Fugly's here. Oh, this is so dangerous. Fugly's getting closer.
Oh.
Simple goes for the flick. Now he's in trouble because it's the AK, but Simple!
Every time he seems to pull this crazy stuff off. You thought he was dead to rights there, but apparently he pulls off the no-scope. JDM's been tagged as well, and he manages to get out of that situation as well. So great stuff from Simple, keeping the pressure applied. Can you believe that? Every time.
I'm so speechless that he hits that shot. Fugly had him dead to rights. There was no refrag, no one in window to jump back down, no one in connector to push back in, and Simple gets away with it. Not only that, he gets out of middle with the smoke thrown out, so he's still in this fight. AWP, 39 HP, it's entirely possible. He'll watch B. Adren's going to take his over towards CT and anchor the A site, but with Catwalk open, with mid relinquished, because they hold Elige back off of this, they could actually go for a 2-2 split onto the B site, and Hiko's the one inside of it, but Simple again goes for the face, has the information. Hiko goes for the double spray, only gets the one, and there it is. Finally, they'll knock down the rotation of Elige. They've got a bomb site to work with. But as we said, Simple's still alive, and he's so deadly in these situations. He spots up JDM, the wallbang comes in. And it's just 2 players left for CLG to hold this site. There's so much time for Team Liquid.
Yeah, they're all rotating from the kitchen area as well. Cutler and Hayes need to have their wits about them if they're going to survive this. Ooh, here comes the play. The first kill comes in. It's Hayes to drop a Dren. At least they know where he is. Cutler gets a second. Nitro does manage to do something with that, but it's going to be Cutler to finish things off. 8 plays for CLG, stepping up there in the clutch situation, and Cutler to finish things off, and he gets the AWP as well. Money now not such a strong situation for Liquid. They've got about 4.7k average across the board, so round number 13 could be interesting for them.
That's actually, that's nuts. There was a really good setup in the B site with 2 players. Hayes watches both angles, and all Cutler has to do is just watch Cat, make sure no one goes there at all. As soon as Hayes spots, Cutler goes for the reface. Really well done, but as you said, this puts the money on Liquid actually really slim, and it's only 8 rounds they built up. If CLG can pull back even 6 to 7, this becomes a very doable situation for them.
Of course. Now they're going for the mid control straight away. Tarek holding towards the lower ramp, and Cutler just holding for the aggression we've seen so many times in those B apartments. This time, though, only the single orb. It's going to be Simple. He's towards the connector area once again. Did find that kill onto JDM. Very impressive close range action. It's going to be JDM coming in to face him as well. There it is. Of course, he lands the shot. Perfect from Simple. gives them the man advantage, and the key player from CLG taken down.
Hats off to Liquid for bringing this guy over from the Ukraine. What an impact he's had. They'll still try and work this in mid right now, CLG. As Fugly picks up the AWP. He's actually just thrown that back. They're going to stick with the AKs and try and go for the boost first. Haven't exactly gotten into the window yet, but Hayes now does. No one in ladder room, so he's got this to work with, but look at LIQULD. This has become the newer style. You give up window, but you just wait at the vent because they have to cross at some point, and LIQULD works that perfectly. Now it's just connector they have to worry about as Fugly gets closer. And it's Nitro that's super close in this. Pop Flash 1 gets by. Is he going to find him in time? He does. Turns back. Nearly gets the second one on the A slope as well.
There it is. Just kind of remains. Does manage to find one, but it's going to be a 4-on-1 situation once again. He doesn't really have anything to work with. Just going to be trying to get one more frag out of this. Smoked out, bombed down. Everyone chasing down. Gets a Dren, but the knife comes in. Simple, of course. Stabs him straight in the chest and takes him down. Just insult to injury. This guy is having an absolute dream of a match. And of course, just wants to finish it off in style.
16 kills for Simple. That is an absolutely sexy play. The extra money in the bank, and like you say, insult to injury.
Kind of remains, does manage to find one, but it's going to be a 4-on-1 situation once again. He doesn't really have anything to work with. There he comes. Why not?
Man. He goes for it, and it works. And now CLG, their money gets dire. Once more, they'll be able to bring out enough guns to include an AWP. It's on Tarek this time, not JDM, so that's an interesting choice, considering JDM's impact on the T side of Cash, but Tarek's been the one that's quiet. No one really, I should say, has had a lot of kills right now for CLG, but he's only got 4 himself. It starts off in the favor of Liquid again, 2 kills. And Cutler's got to find something on this B side because everywhere else they've tried has been shut down, including mid. They've got no mid control right now.
You see how versatile Simple is? He just has a sick round of the AWP, gives that over a Dren, and just gets a really nice controlled spray towards the top of middle, and he's actually punished Hayes as well. So 5-on-3 once again in favor of Liquid. There is the AWP up on Tarek, but like you said, a very quiet game from him so far. And in terms of map control, they're going to be forcing the issue towards B. Hiko hears them, and he's ready to lock them down.
He's going to try and wait this out, too, play the angles. It's really a game of wits in this position because if it's one misstep, he's going to be shown in the open, and that's what happens. Tarek finds him. And then they're going to fight forward. Cutler gets a leash. This suddenly works out. It's 3 versus 3. Bomb goes down. Simple's my cat alone. Tarek gets it. There's no refrag here either.
Okay, then 3-on-2. CLG were able to hold on strong in this last scenario, but it's looking like this might be a stretch too far for Liquid once again. Bomb ticking away and full control of the site from CLG. Adren and Nitro decide to fall back. They get the first 2 frags once again. It's that B area. It looked like Hiko had that under control, but unable to find that first frag. He gets taken down on his Cutler, and Tarek stepping up massively with that AWP. Round number 5 coming in for CLG. Need all the rounds they can get at this stage. The last 2 would be fantastic, giving them a real chance of getting back into this, but we'll go into the last. But actually a decent reset for Liquid as well. The money will be pretty diabolical going into the last one, actually. They've managed to save an AWP and an AK. That helps, but the rest of the team, they'll be on Famises and SMGs.
So they still have a chance to get this 6th round, which, considering ecoed, reset twice, it's not a bad job, all things considered, especially after the heartache of the first map, but still a tall task in front, and Simple has been absolutely on fire. 17 kills for him, the highest on CLG right now. Cutler has 9. But it's the round total that matters. Fugly through the smoke. He's going to put one more in window. That'll allow him to go deeper toward the connector, and it looked like I didn't quite see it at the end of it, but he was going to Molotov the bottom of the stairwell so they can try and get cat control. One in the window right now. Rather, excuse me, in the ladder room right now.
Simple. He's only got the 5-7, so it's weird to put your star player onto the pistol when you've got AKs available, but here we go. Then a very simple play so far from CLG, making their way towards short, controlling middle as well.
This could work still for Simple. That's why he sticks with the 5-7, goes for the AK. He wants it desperately, but Hayes is there. It shuts down a very pivotal point in the map because now they've got Catwalk to work with. And Adren's going to watch this cross. They're going to try and distract and let Hiko silently work out late. Hayes is already inside of the site below, and Hiko's got to make a decision. Does he go now or wait? He's going to go right now. He finds one with an 8 out, but the shot from JDM. Instant response. Still, though, 2 plays 2.
It's going to be it. The round's tied up. A fantastic shot from JDM there. Such close range. We have got Nitro. It's round number 15. He has no choice but to go for this, but no kit and 3 players to find once again. The B site has been a massive problem for Liquid. He's coming in, edging in from Kitchen now. Needs to find the first kill, but they've smoked him out. He has got nothing to work with. Needs someone to fate here.
It's a 2+2. It's 3 still alive. Yeah, that's
Don't
twice.
off the bomb.
Twice he's actually hit his nades off the roof that time. So 9-6 CLG. All things considered, that's actually a reasonable half. Now pressure on Liquid to execute on this T side to really make their entries work. Again, you look at Nitro, you look at Elige, and Simple, is he going to go to the AWPT side and get super aggressive?
It was a fantastic start there from Liquid after losing the pistol as well. They went up 8-2, but CLG finding some form towards the end there. Admirable comeback, actually. They get 9-6. Hayes and Cutler leading the charge. And Cutler with some very impressive entry kills. The rounds are actually 5-3 down, so you can hear the crowd. They're believing. They want CLG to bounce back from this one.
The interesting aspect about this storyline as well, yeah, this guy deserves a highlight reel all day long, is that if VP, not only is VP the last defending champion, or not defending champion in this tournament, but last former champion left in this major,
yes.
If they go down to Luminosity, we actually still have an American final tomorrow. It's just North and South that time.
Yeah.
Semi-final, I should say.
Still so many cool storylines in this entire major, so many upsets, so many different teams we expected to go all the way. Now missing
Fnatic out. I mean, that's huge. Envy out in groups.
the current champions of this event.
And Fnatic wins
That's
every event between Cluj and now.
That's only, what, 3 months ago. This shows you how much can change in the landscape of Counter-Strike. From the last major to the next. This is why we have the minor system, where we can find these teams and allow them to work themselves up the ranks, because so much can change in that short period of time.
And so much can change in this game still. 9-6, we said it. If Counter-Logic Gaming can pick up their 3rd pistol round out of the 4 that will have been played, they give themselves an excellent chance to build momentum, to, if they can stay efficient, get those 3 rounds tied at 9-9, and if they reset Liquid, then they get everything rolling in their favor. I mean, this is still a really tight game in so many ways.
That's a hell of a Barnet he's got going on.
You love that hair? You're all about it.
Anyway, looks like we are getting into the second half here. Liquid now on the terrorist side, CLG on the CT. We'll see what kind of buys are coming in. Edren with the smoke and 2 flashbangs. Looking at the rest of his team, will be on towards Armor. Simple, of course, the Desert Eagle. We saw how powerful that could be on Cash. Surely lightning doesn't strike twice, Matt.
Simple might.
Simple might, though.
He does have reactions, as fast as lightning, so Simple might. 4 players on to be Simple at mid with that Deagle, trying to hold the long angle. But he's eventually going to fall off that. They're going to go for a fast play. Only one utility player aside from Simple without the armor. It's Adren with the smoke and 2 flashes. Hasn't deployed those yet. The first flash goes in. There's no smoke. They're looking to try and use that in the post plant, but Fugly's going to drop one out inside of the site himself. This will cause confusion. It actually gives movement to Liquid and Elige and Nitro. There's the entries we were talking about. They've already got 2 onto Elige and 1 onto Nitro. Suddenly, there's just 2 players remaining for CLG.
Such a sick little play there from Liquid. Smoke onto the bomb side is taking away so much vision from the CTs, bundling all over the place. And now it's going to be Hayes and Cutler trying to do what they can, trying to salvage this round in any way possible. Headshots coming in. It's going to be Cutler to pick up the first one. Simple takes him down, though. And Elige to finish things off. There it is. The pistol going in favor of Liquid. They hit double figures. 10 plays 6 now. And putting CLG up against the ropes. They're currently 1 map up. 1 more would do it. And CLG need to decide now. It looks like they will be forcing into the second round. A scout has come out for Cutler as well. If they lose this one, could mean a 3-0 in the second half in favor of Liquid. So a lot on the line here. This force buy means a lot.
Means a ton, and Cutler's the one on the scout. 1
rifle for Liquid. Interesting decision.
Very interesting, and Simple stays on a Deagle as well.
Why not?
That's actually a bit questionable out of all of it. I can understand the SMGs, but the 1 Deagle is a bit interesting. Cutler with the scout is going to play off toward the A site. The rest of them will fan out. So 2 inside the B site. That's Fugly and Tarek. Dren's already around the corner from Kitchen in the open right now. No flashes, though, on the CT. Actually, take that back. The 1 player who has a flash is Fugly. He could actually go for a quick pop into this. They've got the second man now holding it too. Elige is there, so it would be a 1-and-done position. If he picked up 2 in this, it would be incredible, but let's not hold our breath on that.
There's 4 players now making their way towards the B apartments for Liquid.
He's got to use the flash now.
He has to get out of there. He's burning alive. He's going to get taken down. There's the alley-oop from Nitro for Lige. Tarek rotating. They know it's a B play now, but you can see there's waiting for the rotations before they go in. But Hayes with a lovely shot on the Simple equalizes the situation. Now they've got a real chance of finding more.
And Tarek's inside the site undetected. Hayes is distracting enough that if Tarek can find the opening, this could be huge. This could actually work. They've got JDM down. Tarek's moved. He's away from a trend, but no one's going to spot him. He still comes out undetected, but Nitro finds him immediately after. That could have been tense if Tarek found the second kill out of that. It's all onto Cutler with the scout. Adren's low enough for one. So is Hiko. Bomb's going down, but he's found in turn by Adren.
Big round there. CLG definitely had some footing into it. A decent setup, and they were finding frags as well, but ultimately only get 2. And it's a huge advantage for Liquid now, looking to get that 12th round here. CLG can't really justify much more than maybe a couple of P250s. That will be it. JDM, of course, needs to make sure he has money for the AWP in the first round. Peter on your screen, the coach looking a little bit worried.
Simple actually goes UMP here. I thought they knew it was going to be the full save, and he saved for the Deagle last time. He already had 59 built up.
Yeah.
I thought he might just save for the AWP immediately, but it's UMP instead. If they win it, he'll get the AWP. He'll have enough for the AWP, whether or not he upgrades.
Yeah, well, it should be almost a guaranteed win. I can't even think of a round where they throw this round 4 USPs and a Zeus. That's all CLG have to play with. And here comes the Zeus kill. Could work out. Tarek's ready for it. It doesn't land, but it was close, and Simple takes him down. 5 on Thor, and it's going to Hiko picking up Cutler. Buckley chiming in as well.
Good shot from Fugly to take down Simple. That would have been absolutely worth it in front of this audience to get a Zeus kill in, I'm sure.
I think the room would have exploded if we got it.
Would have been great. I haven't seen one in a while. I would have loved it. But either way, it is going to be another round looking like it's going the way of Liquid. Just 2 players remaining, and it's JDM that's picked up the UMP.
Yeah, it's not the most ideal weapon to be taking into the next round, I have to say, but we've seen it in the current meta. Coming into gun rounds as definitely viable in certain situations, can be very useful. They're going to pick up a kill onto Hiko as well, make it a double for JDM, gets the lead, and actually actually upgrade to AKs now.
It's more useful for that. Exit kills that's going to hurt the economy of Liquid, and like you say, they get an AK out of it, so...
Well then.
Good enough. Even if he wasn't going to use it in the next round, it certainly paid off in this one.
Absolutely, so Liquid still have a huge advantage here, but that definitely helps. Managed to get CLG's money buffed a little bit into the next round. It's going to be 12 plays 6 now. 3 kills established for CLG, so a decent eco for them considering what they had. They had 4 USPs, a P250 and a Zeus. They managed to kill 3 of Liquid, but they weren't able to find the round. Let's see how we get into this one. JDM with tons of cash will be able to get the AWP. Definitely no chance of a double though. He's enjoying himself.
Why not?
We can see now where Liquid are deciding to go with this. Simple will get the AWP. We were kind of wondering whether it be Adren or Simple, but he's been so aggressive. He seems so audacious every single phase, not scared of any situation or going for any smoke. He's happy to do it.
That guy is serious. He is so serious. Simple with the AWP. Already looking toward the bottom of the stairwell at slope in case there's any aggression. Nitro, standard pop flash down the stairwell. No aggression from JDM, who is in the window with his AWP. They can actually sit really passive, and this is similar to what we saw from them on Cash as well on their CT side. CLG was not willing to take the chances.
Well, it's looking like we have 3 players towards the A ramp for Liquid at the moment. Could go into a smoke execution. They're not lined up them just yet, but they are in the right positions in terms of, well, they would go to throw the Simple Simple lining up as well. So I'd assume as we smoke towards jungle, the steps, CT spawn, maybe smoke on the side to actually allow a quick plan to go down. But this is an AXU coming in. It's quite a passive hold from CLG. Will they be able to hold this off, especially with the aggression coming in from Simple? Actually, maybe a fake, you know, Matt. They're getting out. Oh, what's just happened?
JDM just took down Hayes.
No, they're not even there. What's happened? We need a replay.
I think that was through the smoke. I think the smokes came out at the top of the...
What?
I think he tried to time it so that when the smokes came out, he would cover the cross, and he hits Hayes. This is so problematic.
What?
Hayes just sat back in absolute despair right now.
I think that's his normal position, to be fair, but he likes to sit back in the chair quite a lot, so I'm told.
Well, JDM, but Hayes himself is sitting back right now. This is bad to worse. He makes up for it slightly. He will get a Liege back, but now the execution is coming into the B site. Fugly waiting, spotting. Has to rotate off of this Molotov toward Van to try and limit them as he can, but he has to get in position. He has to get closer. Thankfully, Tarek's helped him tremendously. Good shot from Simple. He lands and turns fast enough. The UMP in that situation you would have had to favor. And now the bomb goes down for Liquid. First gun round, this is exactly what we said. This is the perfect start for Liquid to close this series.
This is it, 3-on-2 now, and Simple, even though he's got 16 HP, is ready to face, and the CT trying to work out whether this is worth it. Do they need to take it on the chin? Looks like they will be hunting for a little bit longer. Gonna be pushing through the window now. Someone has made it out. It's gonna be Tarek, gets the first frag, takes down Simple as well. 2-on-2, can't get the second. Hiko punishes him. Now JDM After getting that first team kill, this would be an absolute miracle. We can do something with this. Misses the first shot, needs to make something happen now. It's going to be too much. Or is it?
Hits the no-scope, baits him out. He knows he's toward this, but this is actually it. Bro's never faking it. Dren doesn't care. He knows it.
Wow.
Imagine if Hayes was still in the round. I hate to say it like that because it makes it sound harsh for JDM, but he nearly works it himself.
I'm just trying to work out what the hell happened there. This is a straight-up headshot on your own teammate before you've spotted an enemy. I must have been what you said. It must have been straight through the smoke. And a horrible blunder. But he did come very close to winning the round. Had that full defuse had worked out, that would have been so nuts. 1 HP as well. Adren, he's been great for clutches this tournament, holding his nerve every single time, you have to say.
Tournament of his life. Hands down, tournament of his life. This guy's playing some of the best CS he's ever played. 21-12 for Simple, but 14-6 for Adren right now.
Well, here we go then, CLG with no option but to be on a partial buy here. They've got 5-7 head armor. A scout on towards Cutler. It's desperation as Team Liquid coming in and to their 14th round, and a lot of damage inflicted on towards Tarek. 15 HP for him. It's Adren that finds that initial shot. They can just play a default at this stage. We can see Hayes made his way in towards lower ramp. And we have got Hiko towards the end of Palace as well. He's just listening out for information and see if he can hear any footsteps there.
It's double push though. Tarek solo inside window. It's common you might see one pushed up into this A ramp position, but seeing two there, I mean, it's still a gamble, but it could work out. And Adren's going to go alone. He's got players behind him, but far enough away that they won't be able to refrag immediately. Problem is there's no smoke on it, so they won't be able to shuffle out as quick either, and they are going to check it. Both of them check. Adren again. He's playing so well. Simple. It's okay. It looked like it was a double. It's actually his teammate, but in that situation, he can't be blamed. You have to take the shot to take down your opponent. Ali's wrong place, wrong time. Bomb's going to go down regardless. Yeah,
I've always told my teammates, if you have to kill me to kill them, always do it. It's worth it instead of letting them get a multi-kill on you. So there it is. Simple will take down Tarek as well. Ghost Fugly remains. There it is. 14-6. Touching distance now of match point. This round means everything. CLG have money. Could get the double AWP if they wanted to. There's one. Hayes could join him. Going to be opting for the rifle setup here now, but Liquid so close. Nice job with the UMP as well. Why not? As we enter round number 21. I don't think we've seen a tactical pause yet come in.
That's actually a really good point. Like, when is too late? They clawed back into the first half, but I mean, this has to be, you got to look at that. 14-6, you haven't found a round yet.
So this is surely Pizza should be like saying, right, guys, take a pause. We need to consider what we're doing this round. We need to make sure we win it. We need to be taking something to all. And here comes a jump face again. It's going to be Simple. Can he find anything from it? He can't, but it's always fun to watch.
I love that they're doing it. This just shows the confidence they have. JW's one of the only ones who does it. He finds JDM through the smoke. He might get away with this. Ali's just going to go down, and he refaces Tarek.
Oh my God.
This is some of the best CS from Adren, but not only him, Simple is stepping up to new levels.
Absolutely insane, and Hiko just comes out of Palace, completely punishes Cutler there. 4-on-2 now. Hayes does find Simple. Signs of life here. Can he do anything more? He's going to be taken down by the UMP in the end, and it's Fugly to avoid match point. Needs to find 3.
Not much of a chance in it, aside from the fact that Bomb's not planted. Now he's actually, okay, so getting Nitro. Bomb's down at the horseshoe. They're split. If he can isolate this into multiple one-on-one situations, Fugly actually could pull this off. He's got a full arsenal of nades still to work with. No head armor, but it doesn't matter against the AKs, but also has the kit. He's fallen off this to B, though, and he's actually, the unfortunate part is, with Hiko so far in the A site and they're trying to have it go back to the bomb, they're just going to walk it over to A now.
You say the A site, but Hiko's actually made all that spawn as well. He can just get in the most disgusting of positions now and cover his teammate. 30 seconds remain. You can see Fugly has taken the all-in play and has gone straight up for the B stance here, hoping it works out for him. But like you said, unfortunate in this stance because the bomb will be going down A momentarily. They're being very efficient about it, though. They don't want to give anything away, making sure they check every position. There's the CD spawn plant, and this is so hard for Fugly now. He's aware of it, and he will be going towards jungle.
The former Liquid player against Adren and Hiko, former teammates, in a dire situation. He's already made his way toward jungle, spotted though. Hiko's got the information. And now Adren's going to put himself in a position where he won't be able to peek. Not spotted. He doesn't want to overcommit to this yet because Hiko's fallen back. But they're just letting Fugly walk himself into a corner, walk himself into a trap that is Hiko.
15 plays 6. Perfectly played from Liquid. Get himself in the 2-on-1. Fugly did find a kill, but wasn't enough. They were so efficient and so methodical with the way they played that situation. Planning for CT spawn, Hiko had already established full control of that area. And this play from Simple, this was nuts. How did he get 2 kills out of this? First one comes in, fully blind, of course, but he gets it. turns around and gets the next one through the smoke as well. 15 plays 6 now. CLG fully up against the ropes. No money. Scouts, Famises, 5-7s. And Liquid can finish things off right here, right now in map number 2.
Simple's already refacing it. Doesn't hit the jump this time on JDM. No leg shot either. Gets away with it. Just the poor scout, though, for JDM. Not the AWP, and they've done everything they can because they have to. It's going to be just a 5-7 for Tarek. And Fugly with the smoke in front, firing into it with anticipation that someone might be waiting on the other side of it, but no one is. As Liquid can slow this down. Pop flash out might give more information, though, to Fugly. He's going to try and hold that position. He's called for Tarek to get into closer position on Catwalk. Does give up more inside middle, but it might get the 5-7 in a position below the window where it's slightly more viable. And that smoke's going to dissolve any second, so Simple will take the face. They've timed it. They just waited this out. No smokes left on the CT side. It's a Molotov that will, the last of which, by the way, to try and slow them down. After this, it's fair game. Liquid can execute. They can pour into the site.
Yeah, all 5 players this side of the map. Fugly, you've got a lot of work to do. As here comes Liquid. They're about to make the play. Fugly, do you dare face this?
It's a waiting game. It's a battle of wits. He's shifted positions about 3 times. He's still not 100% sure if they're even walking out this direction. Now he will. Now he'll hear the Molotovs going into the back of the site. Lined it up perfectly. The timing of the flash was there. Elysian Nitro. The 1-2 combo. Once again, bomb's going to go down. And Liquid are on the brink. It's 1 round, 5 versus 3. Hayes in a good position, though. Doesn't get the first shot. Needs to take a Dren. Information given, but it's a chance. It's a hope for CLG to live on. But Liquid, the team who qualified first in their group, who beat Fnatic in a best-of-1, have a chance to close it. Hayes does an excellent job. He's found more ground. It's Hiko, though, that's going to turn it. JDM, it's back and forth, but Hiko's done it. Hayes goes down, and Liquid will move on to the semifinal.
Amazing performance. We had our doubts going into this one. We knew CLG were a stronger unit as a team.